Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am sorry if you can hear my dishwasher going or my kid in the other room, but welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be trying out ways to clean this pot. As you guys can see, it's gross. It's burnt on. It's stuck on. I made a new recipe in here last night and I completely forgot about it. Left it on the stove for too long, and this is the result. So I am going to go ahead and try the dish detergent method. Basically all that is you take some water, you fill up your pot, and you put some dishwashing liquid in it, and you boil it on the stove for like 10 minutes, and then it should just scrape off after that. That's what I have seen. When I searched on YouTube how to clean a burnt pot, tons of videos came up saying that was the way to do it. I also saw a video about how to do it with vinegar, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give the dishwashing liquid say that 5 times fast. I'm going to give the dishwashing liquid a try first, and if that one doesn't work, then I'm going to try the vinegar one. So we will see. You guys will be along the journey with me and see how it goes. I also have another pot that's not quite as burnt because I've scraped off a lot of it. So I also am probably going to, if the dish detergent works on this one, I'm going to try the vinegar one on the other one, just so that I can see if it does work, so that I can kind of give you guys, let you guys know which works, which doesn't, which works better. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. First of all, if you are new, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, share the video, comment throughout, and hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And now let's get on into the video.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started by filling up our water with a couple of inches of water. You definitely want to make sure that you have enough water in the pan, because you don't want the water to evaporate, obviously, and then you're gonna end up with just burnt soap on your pan. That would be counterproductive. So make sure you have enough water in there for it to boil for a good 15 minutes. And I added about a tablespoon worth of liquid dish detergent, and I'm just gonna take my pot, transfer it over to my stove. I'm gonna set it on a high heat until it starts to boil, and then you're going to want to make sure that you turn it down, because it will boil over, which you guys will see here in a minute. Now I decided to take this other pan that I had that I told you guys about, and because I did want to try out the vinegar option as well. So like I said, this one isn't quite as bad burnt as the other one was. So once again, I'm going to add in a couple of inches of water, and then I'm just going to add about a tablespoon worth of baking soda, and I think I added a half a cup of vinegar to it. And you're going to do the exact same thing as what you did with the dishwashing detergent. You're just going to go ahead and mix that all together, put it on the stove, and get it going to a boil. Then turn it down once it starts boiling. Just have it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, really, you can take a spoon or something and just kind of start poking it and see if it comes off easily, and then that's how you can kind of know to take it off. But yeah, I think I left mine for about 15 minutes for both pots. So. But like I said, once again, you guys are gonna have to be very, very careful, because look at what happened when I walked away for a minute. The dishwashing detergent completely overflowed everywhere. So I had to go ahead and give that a quick cleanup. But yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna be careful. Like, I literally stepped away for about 30 seconds and it just overflowed. So you're gonna wanna make sure as soon as it turns to a boil that you take it off, or just lower it to a simmer and remove the pot lid, or have it on halfway or something like that, because it overflows really, really easily. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a close-up shot of what it looks like after it's been boiling for about 15 minutes. So the vinegar one just looks kind of murky, and as you guys can see, the dishwashing one, it looks all brown, like the burnt is starting to come off. And so I just drained the water and I started scraping it. And this definitely takes a lot of elbow grease. I just scraped it with a spoon as much as I could possibly get off, and it took a while. Like, it was coming off, but I don't know, maybe if I had like an actual flat scraper, it would have probably have been easier rather than just using the edge of a spoon. So if you can find, I don't know, even like maybe a paint scraper or something, like a metal on metal, I guess. But then I just used another squirt of the dishwashing detergent, and I used a sponge. I used the grippy side, the scrubby side, I guess. And I just went to work on it with that, and it did definitely come off with that. Once again, tons of elbow grease is going to be needed. But as you guys can see, it is slowly coming off. I obviously have this video sped up, so you can see it. I'm going pretty hard. Like, I am really using elbow grease, and it is coming off. But yeah, you definitely have to work at it for sure. Okay, so now we have the finished product for the dishwashing detergent method, and we're going to go ahead and repeat the exact same process with the vinegar pot. As you guys can see here, as I was scraping, it was not coming off quite as easy, but once again, I do have to reiterate that this pan was burnt a long time ago, and I've cooked in it many times since then. So you also have to take that into account, is that the first pot I had just done last night, and this one I've cooked in quite a few times since then. So maybe it's a possibility I got even more burnt on over that time. I'm not too sure.
All right, you guys, so as you can see from my demonstration there, this is how the dish liquid experiment turned out, and this is how the vinegar experiment turned out. So I can confidently say that I believe the dishwashing liquid one definitely worked better. You do have to be a lot more careful with it. As you guys saw, I did have it boil over on me very easily, so you have to be careful with it. You have to keep a close eye on it. But it got this pretty clean. Now, I did have to give this a really, really good scrub. I had to use some elbow grease, but it did eventually come off. And whereas this one, I mean, probably if I sat there for another like 15-20 minutes and continued to scrub, it probably all would have come off. But I definitely feel that the dishwashing liquid one worked better. Can you guys even see that? Sorry, with my ring light, hopefully you can see it. There's just a little bit left in there. So yeah, I definitely recommend just putting some water in and putting about a tablespoon of dishwashing liquid in there, boil it for about 15 minutes, scrub it off. You're good to go. You gotta use some elbow grease, but you are good to go. This hack definitely does work. Anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed my little experiment today, and I hope that I was able to help you. And yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll just say goodbye, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure and subscribe on your way out if you have not done yet. See you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.